Well, welcome back, beautiful people. Now, I want to thank y'all for joining me on this newest episode of Flippin Wit Murk. We are starting on the second episode in this build and the first condo. From the looks of the size, it looks like Murk is going to be getting started on the studio apartment.
It's time to flip houses.
Yeah, about to get it all laid out. First thing we gonna need to make some room for the only place that's gonna need privacy in this studio apartment. That is the bathroom.
For all your clean and dirties.
Gotta make us a doorway and give us an excuse to break down some more walls. We all know how Murk loves to break down walls. Now, the problem with the studio is you gotta take a very small amount of space. Still make it look big and open and inviting. So you gotta add lots of depth. And in this bathroom, you still want enough room for a large tub, sink to wash your hands, and of course a place to do the unsightlies.
Don't be ashamed. Everybody poops.
Now, even still, I'm wondering how Murk is gonna give this room lots of life. Not just put the essentials in there, but make it a haven. Because I don't know about you, but I like to come home and relax and take a nice bath.
Bubble baths.
Looks like it's time to breathe the first breath of life into this room. Seems to be we're gonna be starting with the paint on these walls. Now I will say that is a bold color choice you're going there with, Murk. We all know you're gonna bring it all together. Some of these tiles on the wall. Oh yeah. I do like how them tiles waterfall over into the floor. Let's get a little light in this room so we can really see what's going on. Oh yeah. Start tiling the rest of the room and then move on to the next. I like what you did there, Murk. It's almost like you added an extra dimension to the restroom. You gave the tub its own little nook, its own little part of the room, separate from everything else. That is the relaxation hub. Go ahead and get it all put together and ready for whoever wants to come in here and spend their evening. Bubble baths, candlelight, Epsom salt, whatever you need to make your soaking the very best and most relaxing.
Wash your cares away.
Yeah. Now for the sink, the cornerstone of all restrooms.
Oh no.
Looks like this one's leaving a mess for us to clean up. But that's alright. Old Murk could get that real taken care of.
Give it a nice rub down.
Go and get that cleaned up. There you go. Now we set down the last essential piece in this room and we can move on to decorating it a little bit. Now, for the most part, Murk has decided he's going to save all the intricate decorations for the end of all three builds. Bring them all together at once. But for now, he's just going to breathe a little light in here. Really let you know where he's going with this. Where you can see the room come together and the culmination of finishedness.
A masterpiece of completion.
Oh yeah. Little tiny details to help breathe extra life into this room. Each piece you can kind of see how the person living here would utilize this space.
To clean your nether regions, of course.
Go ahead and get this all set down. need some towels for drying off after a bath. Speaking of bath, old Murk wanted that soap bar to sit on the tub, but he couldn't get it to cooperate.
So stubborn.
He gonna show you a little trick.
Well, let's see it.
And now we move this over here.
Wow.
And the soap is now what we want.
So awesome.
Add another dimension to this room with some paint on the wall. By paint, I mean paintings.
What are we supposed to do with this?
Now it's time for Murk to turn this little tiny space into a functional kitchen. First thing to start with is lots of light. You want to be able to see what you're getting at, where you're going.
We ain't going nowhere.
These things look a little different until you bring them under light. Speaking of, the light going off of that backsplash is gorgeous, Murk. Looks like he's gonna mark that with a nice dark brown. Here to bring it all together. Now, he needs to use every bit of this space to make this kitchen nice and functional. Not only make it functional, but you still want to make it look inviting. It's the problem with studios. You got a little space to work with, and you got to bring everything together to make it one big, cohesive, livable space. Offering all of the same amenities is one of the bigger places, just less room.
A little big room.
You only have one person or young couple. Don't need much space. Just room to enjoy each other in life. They can come right on in here, cook in that kitchen and look over that view. Speaking of that view, it's like it's time for Murk to get the main room that brings us all down together. The actual studio. Yeah, this room is where they do a combination of both living, sleeping, relaxing, and rejuvenating. It's what makes this the most important room. A little sleep to get you going. Maybe even have that view at your back. You watch TV, read a book, or do whatever it does to make your imagination escape the hustle and bustle of your day. Bring you down here, down to earth, down to this room where there's no one but you. There, think old Murk can see himself in here. But as we said, we'll be saving all the decorating details for a little bit later. Just want to give an idea of the build and get the layout, make use of that view. But if you have made it this far, I definitely want to thank you for watching this episode of Flippin Wit Murk with us. As always, we always want to get these builds nice and gorgeous for you. Next time, we'll be starting on the 1-bedroom portion of this 3-condo build. We definitely hope to see y'all there. So if you don't want to miss it, please like and subscribe. And make sure to set your notification bell so that you're notified every time we perform a flip. Now, old Murk again, I want to thank y'all for stopping through. And as always, we will see y'all next flip.